Trey's going to give you some beatbox, and Jaime, our guest today, might. I don't know what he's going to do, but hopefully.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see where the spirit leads me.
Enjoy.
So we started already? We're on live?
Yes.
I don't see it yet. I want to share it out to everyone on my shows. Oh, there we go.
I'm doing it right now. That's what I'm doing, bro. I'm trying to share the video with everybody so they can see it and watch us down if they want to understand that I am no clown, but I know one. His name is Jaime. He's so cool. Sometimes I wonder what I used to not do. Ha ha, he. I run around pee pee. The outtakes before the show starts, guys.
I love it. I love it.
Before the show starts.
That's great.
Just like
welcome. That's a way our guest today, Mike.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what he's gonna do, but
I don't know. We'll see. See what happens. We'll see where the spirit leads me.
Enjoy. What is going on? Oh. Okay. Why is everything tripping out to Fiam City?
Where is that
Wait,
from? I remember that from something.
Mandalorian. Here we go. I got you one better. I've been practicing. One.
Am I supposed to be impressed? I am impressed. What am I supposed to be?
Now, if I could loop that.
Still not starting. We're working on it. I'm sorry. I'm trying hard.
I don't either.
Hey.
Is that it? Is that how it ends?
All right, guys, let's get it.
All right, I think we're about to start the show, my friends. I read it back and then I gotta say that I win. I know that sometimes I never go back through. Guess I'll see you in if you say me. Ha 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 ha. Oh, it's time to start the show. No more beatboxing, bro. Bam. Oh, I guess I was wrong. I pressed the wrong button. No more beatboxing. Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you. Hey guys, welcome to the show. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you, Jaime, for being the host of my show every single week. I appreciate
from coast
that.
to coast.
And we have a guest.
You remember that ghost from coast to coast?
We have a guest this week, Trey.
Interesting.
Welcome to the show,
Roles
Trey.
have reversed. Oh yeah, no problem, man.
From the Strange Connection show. You know,
Here every Thursday, bro.
it's nice to see you. Wait, I got that wrong. I'm just, you know, Jaime's just so more dependable than you. So
Right.
Wah, wah, wah.
I'm just playing. You're amazing. I love you very much. You're the best. And
He really is amazing.
I don't think I'm supposed to say that on the show. Sorry, you're not awesome.
Could you do me a huge favor and move my screen down just a smidgen?
Yeah, I'm so tired of you right now.
I love you.
Why? Because you want
So
lights?
demanding.
No, it's the
What did I
the
just
green bar
do?
showing up.
What did I just did something?
What?
Oh, Trey, you broke me.
I'm sorry, man.
I don't know what.
Have you ever seen
I'm
that movie
pretty
called
stressed.
Brokeback Mountain?
No, I haven't.
Neither have I.
I just switched me up. Hey, I'm on all 3 of them. That's what's up.
What just happened?
So they can still hear us, though, right?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, why are you on the thing? What's happening right
Who?
now?
I don't even know.
Unshare your screen, Freako.
I'm not
You're
sharing
a
anything.
Video. Please unshare.
Me?
Trey.
I haven't touched anything.
Okay.
It's running.
Oh, it's just me then. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. How was your week, Jaime?
My week has been a little intense. I'll figure it out, though. I've got to get some time in with God and really seek out some guidance from him and see where he wants me to go, what he wants me to do. But I am excited because I also got to speak to my TEDx advisor today.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah, I don't know, for you guys and anyone who's watching, I did a lifelong dream of mine, at least for the last 12 years, 15 years maybe. I applied to speak at TEDx in November. And
that's awesome, man.
It was pretty emotional because you know how you get whenever you accomplish a dream, and my dream was like just to apply for it, and I did. Guys, just want to follow up on the email we sent y'all last week or last 2 weeks, whatever. That you're chosen and you got to do all this other stuff and whatever else. And I was like, was this email meant for me? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, I was chosen to speak at TEDx this year. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, I had no clue. And they're like, we're sorry. We thought we emailed everyone. I was like, no. And so anyway, fast forward now, spoke to my advisor. We set up some time this weekend, and we're going to talk about my talk. And I get to actually go to the stage here in town, and they decorate it to look like just like the TED Talks. And so I get to stand in the red circle, which is really cool. If you've ever watched a TED Talk, that's a thing. And so I'm excited to join that rank. Even though it's still TEDx. TEDx is like the community ones. TED Talks is the larger world stage ones. But they will submit my talk to TED Talks. And if TED Talks likes it, I will be featured on TED Talks. My talk will be featured on TED Talks. So I was like, what? So now I'm praying for that.
That's so cool, man.
I'm pretty excited.
That is dope sick nasty.
Yeah, it really is.
I remember talking about it a while back, so I'm really happy for you. I know that was a lifelong dream of yours.
The headline. Gotcha. Sorry. If I had to sum up, rough but beautiful horizons. Rough but beautiful horizons.
Okay. That kind of sounds like my week or my new year, but yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, do I ask more or do I just let it be or wait for him to say something? So just so you know where I'm at, I'm not trying to just be like,
I will say there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay.
And then it's now Jason's run at it.
What do you call that? Oh,
we're going to come back around.
My highlight for the week would be, let me think here. I have no idea. And I have to fix this.
Okay, so you can say it here in a second, Jason. So yeah, since I don't know, that was a really good title that Jaime had. One sec.
So while the guys are busy doing their thing, I will help you guys know that I really like these two guys. So I hope you're going to have some enjoyment watching this, and make sure you comment, because while Jason is working hard to make sure that this production goes, Trey is really good at keeping tabs on the comments and checking you guys out. So I think
yes.
they're back.
All right.
Anyway, sorry.
So
my freaking...
Yours. Yes.
I was just saying my freaking smoke alarm has been popping off ever since I got home. And before I got home, we have no idea what's going on. And normally for a smoke detector, it has that beep that lets you know when it's low on battery, but it's actually going off.
Are you sure the carbon monoxide thing isn't going off? Because that's tasteless, odorless.
It's a smoke alarm. I don't think it detects
Just a smoke alarm, not a smoke/carbon monoxide alarm. Because if it was, you should be worrying about that. Because if you go to sleep tonight, you're not waking up anymore.
Ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be waking up in the glory of Him who has created us.
Quite frankly, I don't care anymore. Then,
because I feel like I smell the carbon monoxide over here now.
What would that be permeating from?
That's the problem with it. It could be anywhere. You just wouldn't know. Do you live in an apartment complex or
It's
a home?
house.
Townhome?
It's a house.
Here's the thing: is anytime you read those stories about people who died from carbon monoxide poisoning, they're always like, "Well, the source was this," and it was like, "Oh my gosh, the most simplest of things you could
The
have
microwave.
right, or the water heater. Usually, it's anywhere there's some like gas type stuff. So if you have
The
like a water
freaking
heater,
dog killed us. Anyway, go ahead, Jason.
I was attacked. I was attacked by a plethora of snowballs.
oh, that
Sounds like a bad day, depending on who's throwing them. So for me, light at the end of the tunnel. It was very stressful end of the year. But
Yeah?
I'm really excited to see what God has in store for the new year, and what journeys I will be able to go on this year. And so I'm just really excited to see where I'm going to go and what I'm going to do. And I don't know what that is, and I don't know where I'm going to be. But I'm really looking forward to a breath of fresh air this year, even still in a pandemic. So I'm
so when
excited.
you say stress, what kind of stress are you talking about? Because there's all kinds of stress. I'm just curious.
Jaime, the way the
What?
highlight works is that he says the highlight and then he tells the story. You don't ask questions.
Oh, you don't ask questions. I'm sorry. Forgive me, please.
It's fine.
Come in.
I mean, I don't really feel like going into detail on that, but
Sure. Okay.
I would, I will be leaving names out. So go ahead, Jason.
Well, I was in Austin, and when I was in Austin, there was a snowstorm, and
Right.
there was snows. My son and my niece ran around in the snow all day, and it was pretty cool. But I didn't go out that much during that time. I just watched him act crazy, and then it melted. But then when we were leaving the house, leaving to back to San Antonio, there was still like a little amount of snow, and so I made little balls, and my son proceeded to walk up to me and smash them against my belly.
Aw.
Because he can't throw them per se, but
Yeah.
he was trying. It was very cute. He did make a half snow angel. So
Oh. When you say like the right half or the left half kind of angel, right? Or
it was
the
kinda
top half or
like-
bottom
it was
half?
kind of like he didn't know to put his arms all the way out, so he was kind of like doing this.
Oh, okay.
So like a Tweety Bird situation.
Like a T-Rex. Okay,
Yeah.
Tweety Bird.
Tweety Bird, I feel like it's more of an efficient name.
Okay.
For it. But I also got to go to this place called Bin Drop in Cedar Park, and it's a big TikTok thing right now, which are these places that are, which are bin stops where you go into a store, they fill up bins full of all Amazon return merchandise and other deals, and and then it's like $5 for anything there.
You get to fill it, or they fill it for you?
So really quick, guys, I love you. It is a carbon monoxide detector as well.
Oh no.
Okay. You need to hurry up, Trey. You need to get out of there and figure that out. You need to call someone, like the fire department or something. It's as equal as if there's a fire in your house at this moment.
So so is it going? It's going off every how long?
Is it back on the wall? Can you put it on the wall? It was going off periodically.
Regularly.
Okay.
Yeah. You need to call the fire department and you need to ask them to get to your house quickly.
So do I hop off, Jason? Do you want me to stay here? And
You're fine. Go take care of your house. We don't.
do you want me to just stay here?
You're gonna die,
Mute
dude.
myself?
Just
What are you talking about?
Just stay on the stream. You don't have to.
Or at
be
least
here.
open some windows. Open some windows and the doors if you can.
Let them take care of it. Hey guys, well, this show just got weird. Oh, I just did promotion for the show, Trey. Jaime, people are gonna watch the show and think we're crazy people. Oh,
Well, we would be crazy if I wasn't here, or if I was. We're crazy wherever we go. So that
you're
much,
right.
yeah.
And the truth is that if Trey would have passed away, because
Oh my gosh.
that would have been a bummer. I would have not been very happy.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been normal for a while.
No, we would.
Yeah.
The show would definitely take a break. It would
Yeah.
not be here. So yeah. So hi, Jaime. We're not going to do a
Hey,
quiz
Jason.
because Trey is gone.
That's okay. We can
but-
still talk. Man, I could talk for hours, so don't worry about
know.
that part.
But oh yeah. So back to this thing. So Jaime, there's the thing is that they have it's all
The Amazon stuff.
returns. It's all these
Uh-huh.
things, and then each day it's a different price. But so it's $5 from right now it's $5 Sunday Saturday to Wednesday, and then on Wednesday it's $3, and then on
Okay.
Thursday it's $1, and then
And what is it called again?
It's called Bin Drop, but the one that
Bin Drop,
the one
okay.
that's popular on
TikTok.
TikTok is called Crazy Boys Crazy Deals or something.
I need to find though. There's got to be one close to me, like at least in Chicago
there has to
area.
be. So what it is, and so really it's just a bunch of bins, and they're
Mhm.
just filled with Amazon stuff. Returns.
And you buy the whole bin, right?
No, you just buy an item. So what you do is you search through the bin, and you
Uh-huh.
just find out. So a good example is I found these. Oh, these bad boys. Which
Oh,
are $30 gaming headphones for $5.
Uh-huh. not bad, man.
No,
That's
no.
awesome.
Yeah, and so it was a fun time had by all. It was like 3 hours of searching, of just going through these things, and there was so much toner, like toner cartridges. It was silly. Tonnage cartridge,
Toner.
toner, and face mask.
Roads.
And face mask were just the whole thing. But then there was a lot of really cool stuff. Bye. See you later.
Good.
And so
Leave the camera on in case anybody comes in and tries to take something. I just said the opposite.
that'd be funny. That would make for a great show.
Right?
Yeah. But yeah, so that was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
It sounds fun, man. So I thought you were talking about, have you seen those videos where people buy like mysterious boxes of returns from Amazon, and they buy them from some low amount. I don't remember, but some of them there end up being like hundreds or even thousands of dollars of worth of products in it. But I guess Amazon just is trying to get rid of the returns, and so they just wholesale it in whatever price you think is there.
Yeah, and that's
I've
exactly,
seen-
that's what they do. So what they're doing is they're buying these lots, and then they're just at the store where they take all those lots of returns.
And then put them out there.
Yeah, they're either returns or like, and then some spaces. So like when you have your own Amazon store, they keep your stuff, but when you add more stuff, you only have so much space in the warehouse. So you have to get rid of your products, and so that's how that goes. And so just look for bin shops or bin stores. But yeah,
I'm gonna look for that. I'm gonna do a search later and check it out just to see.
I didn't even know that there was in Cedar Park where I was. I was driving and it just said Thursdays $5, and I was like, wait a second. And I had already at this point I had gone to three different Goodwills because I was thrift shopping because my family allowed me to leave for like 3 hours, which was crazy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so
Dude, I remember those days. I remember those days when the girls were younger, but to be honest, it was usually flip. The girls went with me everywhere, and we'd leave mom at the house, kind of whatever, decompress, however you want to say it. But then there was occasionally when I needed, and I'd go to Barnes and Nobles, and I'd spend like hours there just reading comic books. I'd just be like, "Oh, this is what I love reading." So
yeah, it was pretty.
I feel ya.
awesome. And it was a nice time. I found a $30 backlit keyboard
really,
for $5 or $3.
get out of here! Look at that.
Yeah, found that.
That's awesome.
For $3. I had a pretty good, and then I got the shirt for $4.
You made out like a bandit then already with the headset, the keyboard, and the shirt now.
Yeah. And then I got some sandpaper, like some sand blocks for
Uh-huh,
sanding,
uh-huh.
but for full sanding because I got to redo this table. So yeah, I had a pretty. It was a fun. I actually got two other things of headsets, because I got $1 one just in case, and then I found another one that was $3.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got these, and these are great. Now I can't figure out how to work the mic, but I don't need to work the mic because I have an amazing
You got your
microphone.
yeah.
There's no reason to do that. But yeah. So that was fun. I love bargain shop. Are you a big fan of bargain shopping? Do you like doing that?
No.
No.
I like watching them and I like hearing people's stories of it because I'm always in awe of you guys. But when it comes time for me to do it, it's like, oh gosh, I can't do it. I don't know why. I just not good. I know why. I just can't do it.
Yeah. No, that
Yeah.
makes sense. I think that when it comes down to like me and my mom are the same, right? Like I love coupons. I have my couponer.
Yes, yeah, I want to do that. I always
You'd-
get in. Oh,
You'd be mad. I just this last week they had a coupon for not Hobby Lobby, some kind of hobby place. Anyways, it was $500 off a 3D printer, and
shut the front door. Are you
it was
serious?
$100 for a 3D printer.
I would have bought it like quick. Are you serious?
Yeah, it was I think it was Joanne. It was some picture. It was Joanne's, but what it did is it was mainly meant to make picture frames. And that's what it was a Polaroid.
Man, I got 2 kids upstairs, bro. I'd have been like, y'all need to get your little hands on that so we can make some extra, do a side hustle.
Yeah.
Hashtag side hustle with those kids.
Have you seen the Toy Box, which is a kid's 3D printer? It's like $300,
No,
and you can print your own toys.
dude, I want that. I need that for me. Forget the kids. I need that for me, right? You know what I'm saying?
There's
I used to have a dream of being able to be like, I wonder if I could print custom toys for folks who wanted toys for their kids or even themselves.
yeah.
But that stuff is so foreign to me. But I'd be willing to learn it. I'd be willing to learn it.
When Trey was doing a stream, he had a friend who made him a whole custom 3D like tiles for
Scrabble?
Settlers of Catan, and they were
Oh, he was
frames,
talking about that
yeah,
recently. Yeah.
and it was beautiful.
I
And
think I
so
remember him talking about. Yeah.
you can make some really cool stuff. The truth is I would probably make the little plastic pieces that I need for things. I'd probably spend more time doing that than I would making cool stuff.
See,
but
I'd want to
it's-
make the toys of the comic books that I really like and have always wanted, but no one's ever made. That's what I'd be doing.
Have you? Are you with the kids when they were younger? Did you ever do crafts?
We did, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not the crafty guy in the house, but my wife was, and so she did them a lot with the kids. And I'd do it. I just was never full hard into it because I just look at that and I'm like,
Your wife.
there's
was
a
the
mess
crafty guy?
everywhere. Girl, sorry, she's the crafty one. She was the crafty one. Oh my gosh, that would be terrible. No, for me, that'd be terrible for me. Okay, I'm not saying that I don't have anything against that. I'm just saying if I didn't know that my wife was not that, that'd be weird.
I mean, no, I was thinking about this. I was like, with the Ken Jennings, he like had he has a podcast, and he just started doing the hosting for Jeopardy, and then his co-host made a joke about how he made his kid wait 6 hours to eat some beans from a can because she couldn't open it, and she was like, "No," and so he made her wait, and so. But he was saying that, hey, he felt like he was a good father because he got her to learn to open her can of beans. Well, everybody lost their minds because they were like, how could you treat your daughter like that, not feeding her? And then they were like, pretty much like, there was all these rumors that Ken Jennings might not get the gig because his friend on a podcast mentioned the thing about beans. It was like, wow.
You never know these days, right? You never know. And, I was telling someone recently about how, like, I remember one time when my mom had told me, I asked her what was she making for dinner. She told me beans, and I was like, "What? I don't want beans. We have beans every night. I don't want any more." And she's like, "If you don't like them, then you can just go to bed." And I said, "Okay," and I went straight to bed. And the next morning, I told the principal and the counselors that my mom sends me to bed without feeding me.
Yep.
And then the police showed up and CPS showed up, and then I got whooped for that afterwards.
Yep.
Really, really, really whooped.
Because it's a decision. It's not keeping it. It's like with my dude, he'll be like, "Hey, I'm not gonna eat this thing that you made," and I'm like, "Guy, you need to eat. Like you're 3. You have to just if you want to eat something, you have to eat the food that is given you." And so,
See, I'm with you on that, man. I don't get it. Like, I hear about these households or whatever that make multiple meals for all their family and their kids and stuff, and I'm like, I'm not trying to be in the kitchen all night. I'd like to eat too, and the dishes got to get done still, and people got to go to sleep. So I'm like, I'm not going to be in there making separate meals for everyone.
and with my kid, like when he was a baby, yeah, it wasn't a choice. I just made whatever I made for dinner became a baby food, and so like if I made steak and Trey's back.
He's alive and well.
All right, do we want the story?
Yes. Oh wait. So hey Trey,
What's up?
You're back on the show. Wait.
Wait.
He thought he was back.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Wait. Was I finishing something? Oh yeah.
You were saying the baby food, the whatever food you made,
like,
turned into baby food.
If we had steak and shrimp, that dude got a steak and shrimp like smoothie, pretty much.
Oh, that's so gnarly, dude.
Well, no, because that's how you make baby food.
Baby food.
Yeah,
I get it. I
mean, he would get a tasty version of it because I would pretty much just go, okay, well, I'd leave little pieces, and then I would make him baby food out of whatever food we had. Now, if we had broccoli, it would be more broccoli than it would be steak. But because I'm gonna eat the steak, I'm not gonna share it if I don't have to.
Yeah.
And so
It just reminds me of Hell's Kitchen when they put all that food in the milkshakes for the losing team.
That's gross.
That's gross.
So hey Trey, you're back to the show. Tell us the story.
So they did come and they were really quick. I mean, like
right
down the street.
Oh, good.
I mean, literally, I got off the phone and they were there and within 5 minutes. So
who's they?
You know, the fire department came, and so they were here.
Let's start from the beginning. What happened, Trey? Like, explain.
So I got home, and our fire alarm was going off. No one's cooking. There's no smoke or anything. So we're like, whatever, it's acting up. So what we do when that happens, if there is smoke from someone cooking that forgets to put the fan over our stove on, we take it off the wall because it's going to be a second. We put it under the pillows of the couch. That's what we were doing because it was just faulty. That's what we're thinking. So I'm asking on the podcast earlier, Matt, to check it to see if it was a carbon monoxide.
Why'd you do
reader.
that though?
Jaime decided to. I'm
just curious.
But he didn't. He said 100%. I'm like, are you sure? He said 1,000%. I'm like, cool. And then you obviously were here for that earlier. For anybody actually watching our show right now. So anyway, so call the fire department up, saying we're not really sure what's going on. This is the situation. They said you need to get out of the house right now. It's like, cool. And so we got our sweats on and went outside. And they were here and they checked everything and it was fine. They just said it was faulty battery. So we're good to go. It's crazy.
Better safe
than dead. Yeah.
Yeah, because I told you, man, that's what happens. I hear these stories. I'm like this whole family of 7 over Christmas all died because they were sleeping in the car because the carbon monoxide from the engine, they had the engine on to keep them warm, but didn't realize that there was some messed up tubing and it was causing the carbon monoxide to get in the car. So when they went to bed at night, the gas ran out of the car. All 7, the kids and the parents, all dead.
Wow, that's so sad.
It's terrible. And then the same thing, other people who've gone to sleep at home and then never woke up.
Wow.
So I'm glad you did that. I'm glad they told you what was up. You'll probably get a $250 bill from them, but at least you'll be allowed to pay it. Yeah, it's not free. That kind of stuff's not free. The city, and just remember, you're alive though. It could have been horrible.
Luckily, Trey, it's your boss that gave you that advice, so you're just gonna have to give you a $250.
My producer did.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Wait, what? I'm your guest right now. I'm your guest.
Plot twist, Jaime. Advice isn't free. And it costs the advice giver, actually.
Wait, so I should be charging you also, right? That's by your logic.
No, I was saying
advice isn't free,
the advice
and
giver.
I gave you the advice.
Anyway, are you guys ready for the quiz?
Let's do it.
Let's get it! Yeah! Okay, it's quiz time.
It's gonna be me versus Jaime today.
It will be Jason versus Jaime today. We're switching it up with the new year, and is going to be about movies. So I hope you guys are ready. We all know how this works if you guys have been watching the show.
Yep.
And it is multiple choice. And we'll be having Jaime go first. In Back to the Future, what year does Marty McFly travel back in time?
Travel back
it-
in time, like the
Back in time too. So where does he go in Back to the Future, the first movie? 1945.
1950. Oh, go ahead.
A, 1945. B, 1950. C, 1955. Or D, 1960.
55.
Okay, Jason?
55.
Oh, you guys are both correct. Congratulations. You guys move on to the next round. Which we'd be moving on anyway. Man, he just dabbed. See, see, I don't. Okay, so anyway, Jason, this goes to you first, and you get the first shot at the answer. How about that? We're gonna do that from now on because it makes more sense. Okay. Number 2, in Clueless, Cher was wearing a dress by which designer when she was held up?
Oh no.
Wait, Cher was in Clueless?
No, Cher the character.
It's
oh,
the character.
I was like, how did I miss that one?
Is it A, Armani, B, I can't even pronounce that, Alaia, Alaia, but there's like some crazy.
It's pronounced Genois.
See, I don't think that's.
You know the joke, right?
Is it C, Versace, or is it D, Como de Garçon? It's Como de Gar.
That
was a throwback.
Homie. Deep cut.
Are you sure it's not Janice?
Wow.
All right.
So is it A, Armani, Jason? B is Alaia, C, Versace, or D, Como de Gar. Yep.
It's C, Versace, though I do want to say it's B, but I'm going to go with C, Versace.
Okay. Jaime?
I'm going to go with Armani.
You guys are both incorrect. It's actually it's B. It's Alaia.
I told you, I was pretty sure it was B, but then I was like, well, he should better pronounce it if it's the right.
Isn't that Aaliyah? Isn't it pronounced Aaliyah, I wonder? It kind of sounds like
we're
that's
gonna
what
go
it would
with
be.
that. And we're actually going to move on to our third question.
I remember
which
it for some reason, yeah.
Jaime might this one will definitely be in your favor. In Coming to America, Prince Akeem and is it Semi take jobs working at a knockoff.
Come on, I know
which company? Is it A, Walmart,
No.
B, McDonald's, C, Chuck E. Cheese, or D, Blockbuster Video?
Wait, I don't think you pronounced that right.
No,
I think we had another.
It's a knockoff
So
version
in
of this.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Wait, what was
that's
the question then? I'm sorry.
In Coming to America, Prince Akeem and Semi take jobs working at a knockoff. Which of these companies?
Sorry, B.
Walmart, McDonald's, Chuck E. Cheese, or Blockbuster Video?
B. McDonald's.
Okay.
McDowell's.
What about you, Jason?
Yep, B McDonald's.
You guys are both correct. Congratulations. You guys are both 2 for 2 right now. Well, actually, you guys both have 2 points. You guys did not get the last one correct. All right. So where did Kevin's family travel to? And this goes to who did we do just last?
It goes to Jason.
Jason goes next. Where did Kevin's family travel to in Home Alone? Is it A, Paris, B, New York, C, London, or D, Los Angeles? Paris, New York, London, or Los Angeles?
Dang it. It's. Oh,
This is the first
Right.
one.
It's like you know the answer until he gives you the choices, and now you're like, wait a minute now.
I know it's the other one, but I'm going to say New York. It's wrong, but I'm going to say New York.
It's not New York.
I know it isn't.
So which one is it?
It's New York. That's what I'm going to go with. Because that's where they go to. That's where he gets lost in part 2. But I don't think that's where
Right.
they went. They went to like Los Angeles. We'll say Los Angeles.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Jason and say Los Angeles because it makes sense to go someplace warm when they were in wintertime.
Okay, dude.
I'm going to
that's a
lose my
problem.
mind. I'm going to lose my mind.
Up in here. Dude, why don't you just take the battery out and replace it?
That's funny. So as you
I was actually screaming pretty loud. I was glad I was on mute.
I know, but it was funny because Jaime was saying the words as you were.
You said what?
Jaime was saying what you were saying, but like he was doing your voiceover, so it was very funny. So when you yelled it, it goes he goes, "Why don't you just take the batteries out?" And then it looks like that. You were exactly saying that.
I'm gonna lose my mind if someone puts it back up there. I will leave and take care of it personally.
Yeah, you will. You handle your business. All right. So we both said Los
Yes, you guys
Angeles.
both said it, Los Angeles. Now, Jaime, there's this one place that loves to just get really weird, according to American standards, with food, and you can only you get this cuisine there, and it's where you get escargot. So I'm thinking that you might want to change your answer up
To New York.
I don't.
to Paris.
To Paris. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Paris. It was the Eiffel Tower.
Right. All right. So good job, man. You got that correct. Thank you so much, man. Oh my God.
Please stop. Please stop.
All right. It's now 3-2. Jason, you can still make it, man. Oh my God, please. Jesus. Question number 5. What is the name of the villainous teddy bear in Toy Story 3? And this one will go to Jaime.
Toy Story 3?
Is it Hugs a Lot, Patty, Lotso?
Oh yeah.
One more time.
It's the third one. But are you sure it's not Teddy Ruxpin?
Teddy Ruxpin.
Those were the options.
Okay. Number 3. Lotso.
Okay. Jason?
It's number 3, Lotso.
It is Lotso. Good job, guys. And for our final question of the night, are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Jason, are you ready?
Did it sound
Ay,
like I'm ready?
cochino.
In Batman Returns,
Batman.
Selena Kyle became Catwoman after what happened to her?
Aw.
We can go technical with this, right? Or should we just say after she fell off the building? Wait, you got to give us the answers and we pick
I
those.
don't know what's
Sorry.
happening
Correct.
for me.
Correct. So it was A, she was mugged by one of Penguin's henchmen. Is it B, she witnessed a crime and wanted to take revenge? C, her boss, Max Schreck, pushed her out of a window? Or D, it was never really explained?
I'm going to say number 3.
Is that your final answer?
That's
Jason,
my
what
final
about you?
answer.
Sure. Number 3. It's never really explained.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jaime Pena, you are a winner. You guys both obviously get the question correct, but Jaime leads with 4 points. So, Jaime, good job. You destroyed Jason in the quiz, and quite frankly, I don't think he was going to win, but I'm congratulations, bro.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I really
Is
appreciate it.
there anything you want to say to our audience here?
I'd like to say thank you all for coming and joining and hearing me give these fantastic answers. I really appreciate it. Okay. I don't know when
Awesome.
I'm here ever again, but I'm here sometimes. So
You're in every other episode these days.
basically,
Because we can't get our guests to show up. Oh, sorry.
So,
that was
I decided that we're not going to do movies. We did a movie quiz, but
Oh, okay.
Our theme for the day is what's something that could change your year is listen to advice of friends. You know what I'm saying?
ooh, I like that.
So, if Trey wouldn't have listened to Jaime, nobody didn't know that there's a problem there, but it's still good to check and find out. And that was very smart on Trey to check that and to call the cop of the fire department. My son would appreciate that because he would have jumped out and tried to ride the fire truck. But
Yeah.
I think one thing that make your years better is to actually get advice and listen. I think sometimes, especially right now, we're in a place where it's so much harder to get advice, or it's so you're not seeing people in person, so you're just kind of well, I got to do this on my own. I just got to make it happen. And and I think it's hard to really remember that there are people here that want to help, and getting advice on things in your life can be really good. And so listening to friends, now don't always listen to friends. Sometimes friends give terrible advice. Very, very terrible advice. And so I'm not saying always listen to everything people say, but I'm just saying listen to some advice sometimes. I think that's good.
What do you do when someone tells you, I don't think I should get advice? What's your response to that, Jason and Trey?
Well,
Just
I
curious.
would say that my life is better because of the advice I've gotten through the years. You know what I'm saying? I got advice on my wife, and that was an amazing decision. Like, being married to my wife is awesome. And, I got advice a long time ago about my record company, and that was hard because I quit my record company because of the advice. And I got pretty much out of music because of that. Though I was always just a popular local person. I was never going to be a national hit or anything, but in general,
You're a hit to me, bro.
Man, I appreciate that, dude. But I listened to
I
that
don't like
advice.
you, Jason.
It was a good decision. Again, it was a good decision because it helped me grow as a person, and it allowed me to be in a place where I could marry my wife. Again, back to that point. I have 2 amazing kids with her, and I'm very grateful for that. So
Right.
when it comes, I just say, why not listen to advice? Like, if somebody's been around longer or been more successful than you, one of the things I could say, why not listen to them? And one thing I could tell you right now is, for me, the most successful things I've ever done, like when I've gotten gigs or I've gotten those kind of things, when I've gotten to perform in front of thousands of people, when I got to go on tour, where I got to, all
Oh my
those things,
gosh.
those exist because instead of, all I did was ask that person for advice on how I could be more successful like them. And they were like, wait, you want to? Well, you should come help. You should come work with me. And I'm like, oh, okay. Or those kind of things. And so one of the most humblest things you can do, and one of the most effective ways to build links for whatever career you're doing, is to ask advice from people that are more successful than you and be okay
Right.
with it. And they're not always going to answer, but a lot of the times, as I said, some of the coolest things that has ever happened to me in my life was just asking somebody else for advice on how to be in a better place than I was in. So when somebody tells me that, I just go, have you ever really asked for advice before? And what was it? Was it something, because again, I've been given terrible advice throughout the years, which sometimes I'm like, why did I listen to that? Or why did I follow through with that? Because that really hurt me emotionally. But then at the same time, I go, well, sometimes you get pick a winner, and sometimes you don't.
And sometimes that good advice does hurt,
Yeah,
but it's still helpful, and it's hard for you to see that it's time. That's why I appreciate I like to try to keep people around me who don't tell me what I want to hear, but tell me what I need to hear at times.
Yeah, I think that's a really great question because, I mean, I've had plenty of friends that have wanted to go solo on things and wanted to do things their own way, and they have to learn a lot of life lessons the hard way, and they could have saved themselves from quite a bit of pain and heartache if they would have just sought even a little bit of advice, and listened to anyone, because the people I get advice from, I mean, are you guys, quite frankly. I would gone through some dark times recently, and you two are some of my closest friends, and I ran to you guys because I needed to hear what I needed to hear, and I needed some encouragement. So my biggest, I guess, advice to anyone listening is always get advice. Even if you get bad advice, it's still advice. You don't necessarily have to follow it. But you're getting different perspectives from people who have and I would hope you would go to people you trust, right? I would hope